Hi. So yeah, I'm parked up. I've got a new vehicle, but we've also got new radio. So yeah, I've not put the proper installation in. I've just managed to put the antenna on for now. So I've brought the Radtel with me. So as you can hear, it's pretty lively. I've got it on the local airband 126925. That's the UK air corridor, and then we've got a couple of air frequencies. What I'm liking about it is it's got excellent AM reception on it, as you're hearing. So we've also got scan facility. I'm just going to put the scan on.
Yes, it's Mike 0 Alpha Echo Echo M0AEE in Barnsley. You're 5 and 9 over.
So Barnsley is a long way away from here. It's about 60 miles. So I'm just going to see if I can hear this particular guy in Barnsley. So obviously I can receive 3 VFOs at once, which is pretty handy. And right now I'm listening to 2 airband frequencies, and also the 2 metre frequency which a chap in Barnsley QS to. So right now I'm in North Yorkshire, lovely place. We're located on Moor, which is north of Skipton, here in North Yorkshire. And you can see a helicopter down there, lower than my actual height that I'm parked at. So we're at a reasonable altitude on top of the moors here. So yeah, this scan facility, I'm just going to put it back on. It's quite a clever little radio. It's got loads of features. A lot of people have already done YouTube tutorial reviews. I'm not going to bother do that. I'm just playing around with the radio. I've got it connected up. Got a bit of extra power in there. I don't actually need that, but obviously I can charge it from the auxiliary USB charger, or I can put it on the cradle. So yeah, the Radtel, fairly reasonable. Free VFOs, and as you can see we're scanning now, so not picking anything up on this upward scan. I'm just going to put it back onto the memory and try the scan again. Also, I've got quite a few memories programmed in, as you can see. I've got all the PMR memories. I've got some local uplinks for the satellites, and then we've got the downlink frequency. This one's SL50. So I've programmed all these in using the USB cat cable, but at the same time we're listening to the aircraft frequency. So it does SSB. We can receive on SSB. It's really good. I've heard it working on there. I've actually bought this radio with a view of using it on some of the SSB birds, probably something like RS44. So yeah, right now we've got it on the 4 metre band, so it does 4 metres, it does 6 metres, 10 metres. I think it works from 18 megahertz right up to 1,000. So it's got a massive range. So if you're looking for a new radio and you like receiving stuff, I can guarantee this is the one. I've got all the aircraft frequencies programmed in. I've got some military frequencies in there, which are quite useful, especially when you're up here in North Yorkshire. You get a lot of low-level flying, so it's pretty good. It's got spectrum analyzer, so if I flick the spectrum analyzer on, you can see the spectrum analyzer. It selects whatever frequency you're listening to. So we're on 120 megahertz. So any aircraft in range, it will pop up and it will receive the audio across the actual width of the bandwidth, which the spectrum analyzer is receiving. So that's pretty cool. It does a scan, so we put it on scan. Obviously you've got to set all this stuff up. I've got a few buttons which I've decided to use as shortcuts, set them up. I've got the extension microphone. We're in scan mode at the moment, and it's covering quite a lot of stuff. To change the frequencies down to the HF side, because it does receive on HF, you just got to basically select an option to change the range of reception and then swap over the antenna. I've put a quick connection BNC adapter on here and a couple of other little bobs and pieces, and that's going to the 2 metre antenna which you saw outside. So a brilliant piece of kit if you're wanting to receive aircraft bands, because it's got AM, real AM, it's got FM, and it also receives on SSB, so pretty much does everything you want. So we're just scanning at the minute. I'll just turn the scan off and put it back on the aircraft frequencies and the 2 metre band, and we'll just see what we can see. I'm actually a long way away from any of these repeaters, good distance. Just try this one. This one's probably about 50 miles away in Huddersfield. M0YKS stroke mobile listening. So yeah, I'm running 10 watts or thereabouts. I think they put about 8 watts out, and that's hit the Huddersfield repeater, which is a good 50 miles away. Obviously no takers on that one. Just see if I can access any more repeaters. Let's try the repeater down in Keighley on some of the 70 SEMS frequencies. Just have a quick flick through. Let's try this one. This is in Shipley. M0YKS stroke mobile listening. So I'm not quite hitting that. I've got a hill or two. Let's try this next one. M0YKS stroke mobile. Struggling with that. Try the one in Offaly, which will be in that direction. Probably again about 20 miles, 30 miles. Mike 0, Yankee Kilo Sierra mobile listening through. So that one was a digital repeater, and I've accessed it with the analog radio, so you can get into the whatever repeater you wish. This is an analog radio, it's not a DMR radio, but as you can see, it's working pretty good. So not much more to say other than if you're fancying a decent radio for aircraft bands, reception, VHF, UHF, and then general reception on HF, I think pretty much this one ticks all the boxes. So, quick one, parked up on the North Yorkshire moors, just above Skipton, a place called MC, and it's not a bad day. Catch you later.